Yo, this is your boy, Nick's Up Next, and I'm here today with you guys to not only show you footage of me in the wreck. You see my status. I'm a purple. I win a lot of games in not only rec, but at the park, but also, just to show you, I can hoop, I can play, but most importantly, I'm here to go back to my format of talking about the game and the status of the game. And my thoughts on 2K entirely, right? As you see, I'm playing center, but my early thoughts on this game, right? I think this is a good game, to be honest with you. It's a really good game. I do think there's some good mechanics there, some good things as I get banged on like a motherfucker. But I think there's some good game in this, release. I do think there's some elements that they can fix that I'm going to touch on in specific topics. I'm going to try to be organized as I can, but at the same time, I'm going to touch on some things. My early thoughts on just some of the mechanics like shooting, just real quick in this space. I do think shooting isn't hard, but it isn't easy, if that makes sense. It's not consistent. This kind of mirrors real life. Like, you can green a couple shots in a row, maybe even get hot, but you're not going to make every shot, right? Which is reasonable, which is fair. I know sometimes even I catch myself getting frustrated, like, damn, I'm getting slightly late a couple times in a row. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. I think that happens to even the best shooters with Steph and Ray and Clay and, just some of the best shooters in the world. They don't hit every shot in a row. And I think that's the basis of basketball. I understand people's argument, oh, it's a video game. It's supposed to be arcade. But like I said, I feel like you guys missed the era of arcade basketball and where it's functional. I don't think it's functional if they made an arcade game at this time. It would just be goofy. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be right. Like, it would really be dumb. Like, if they tried to make, and they tried it at the end when next gen started to come out with NBA Street. And the last NBA Street was just trash. Like, I didn't play it. I played it a couple times and I absolutely hated it. NBA Street Volume 1 and 2, that was it. The 3 with Carmelo and all that was just downright horrible. It was horrible. But anyways, as you see me green a couple, my jumper is there. And if you guys want a jump shot video, just let me know. An actual true jump shot video. My jumper, my percentages, my shot, how I take shots. The way I shoot, everything, spacing, cutting. I'll give it to you guys all if you guys want it. But anyway, some of my other early thoughts. Passing is kind of annoying. I hate fundamental passing. I feel like it kind of did a negative thing in the sense that you can predict steals because you could read certain animations with it. And that's not passing at all. In any form. I just don't think they can get it right. Excuse me, but just passing is kind of weird. Why do I have to have high passing 70, 75 to just do a simple, end-to-end pass? I don't know. Like I said, I wish they just had real basketball minds in there to kind of evaluate certain things. But again, that's just me nitpicking. I'm not gonna go too crazy, right? But the gameplay is not bad. Like, even there, you see that's a foul. He's in my landing space. He's touching me. I get a foul there. The gameplay is not super bad. Is it super crazy exciting like 2K20 and some of the early days where you could do some crazy shit? No, but it's slower. It goes into real gameplay. And I'm fine with it because I'm a real basketball player. Like I used to play basketball for upwards of 15 years, so this is okay with me. I know it's, again, not exciting to you guys, to some of you old players, and I understand that, but the gameplay is not bad at all. So now, as I take a little sip of my drink, we're going to get into one of the funnier topics, and that's steals. Steals, right? I had to take a little bit of a drink. I'm parched talking about 2K. But steals is OP. And I honestly think that every year in 2K, they just don't know. No use wasting stamina running back. But I think 2K just doesn't understand how to, do steals. Steals are easy to do in my eyes, but maybe I'm just not a person who does animation work and game design works, so maybe they can give us some insight of how it really works. I feel like they just do magnetization, if that makes sense. Like they magnetize your hands too much for people with high ball steal rating. And I don't think that's right. Like if you have a 90 steal, to me, it's got to be reflective of you being a good defender, right? Most people who can steal the ball really well, I would say 95% of defenders, most of those people are good defenders overall. But too many times I see people with high stealing ratings and they're weak defenders. They don't have other defending attributes. They just got 90 steal and 60 perimeter D. Like, how does that make sense? That's one of the things that I don't like about the game is like, how can you make an 80 steal or 90 steal and you're trash? You're trash at defending overall. Like, you can't defend at all. You don't have any other defending attributes. But you're able to just walk up and steal the ball from me. I just feel like that's really stupid. And another thing, pluckable is just useless. That's why I don't waste any badges on it. If I get some turnovers, oh well, I just accept it. Because just unpluckable has never been a good badge. It's just never been a good badge at all. Like, they're going to rip you regardless. And on top of that, like, I hate kind of, animation to where I'm just throwing a clean pass to, like, my teammate. And this, you guys can relate to this. I'm throwing a clean pass to my teammate, right? And my teammate is clearly open. I even read it to throw it early so he can catch it in the spot. Like, even there, the catch animations are kind of stupid. Like, I just feel like, again, you can make it a defensive game without slowing it down. Like, in doing stupid shit to, like, mess up the gameplay, Like, catch animations on some of the longer passes are dumb. Even if you got good passer rating. If I'm running full stride, it's a staple in basketball. There's full court passes all the time in basketball. All the time. But I get it, 2K's trying to negate, like, some of the cheese that happens with that in video games world. I just feel like there needs to be kind of like a middle ground with it. Like, maybe if you have, like, a good passer rating, maybe you could throw more full court passes. But some of the passer rating is just really, like, just ridiculous, I just, sometimes it's just really crazy. But steals are OP. It's nothing to really get too excited about. They always are. I just try to combat it when I see somebody coming to reach or run at me, like a little guard or a wing or a lock. I just get rid of the ball quick. Because I'm not going to turn the ball over being stubborn like some of you guys. I'm going to just get rid of it. I'm going to pass it. But I think maybe that's why, like now thinking about it, maybe that's why they made steals OP. Because they want you to emphasize passing the ball more and getting rid of it. Maybe that's what it is. You guys give me your scenarios. But otherwise, and again, excuse me, I don't know why, but like my throat's kind of dry and stuff like that, so excuse any noises you may hear. But animations. Like I said, some of the animations are just kind of flat out weird. Like catching animations, alley-oop animations, interceptor animations, like even, me going for steals or blocks, like why can I like go for, chase downs in certain angles but not others if I have a high block rating or if I have chase down at a certain rating. And again, I know chase down was kind of a little bit OP. Everybody was LeBron in 22 damn near, but I don't know. If I make a build that's capable of doing it, I think I should be rewarded. But at the same time, as I'm wide open and he almost messed that up and I still bricked it. But some of the animations are just a little bit off. And again, it's a video game. I'm not going to act arrogant about it, but that's one thing I want to talk about. You guys just seen with layups. Why some layups and dunk animations are going to go in no matter what. I just feel like that's a problem. Like, if I'm there in position to take a charge, to block it, or to at least, alter the shot, I just feel like 2K needs to come up with a system to where that works properly instead of favoring offense and, oh, we're still going to give them the layup. Oh, we're still going to give them the dunk animation. Oh, we're still going to let them switch hands. Like, why is everybody now, when I'm starting to see with animations, if you get in the space of a dunk or in a layup, everybody now has acrobats, so now you can just switch and it goes in. And I just feel like there's only a few players in the league who have true builds like that can do that, and they're not defensive, nor do they have high steals, like a Kyrie Irving build, a Steph Curry build, a LaMelo build. Those are guys who are really good finishers, can finish with either hand, and can do some really creative things. But do you know them as defensive players or high steals? No. So some of the animations are kind of wonky to me in 23, but you know, it is what it is. You know, jump shot landings, you know, catch animations, like even that, I'm right there. Like you see, I'm right there. Why do I not get the block? And we're just gonna run that back real quick. We're gonna run that back and we're gonna play it again. And I'm gonna pause it right when I feel like I'm in front of it, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, why certain dunk animations just go through no matter what you do. So look, he gets the animation, right? Look at that. I paused it perfectly. You see where my hand is at? Tell me, and he's exposing the ball, why does the animation favor over the defense, if that makes sense? And that's what I mean by animations. Like, if you're in position or you're in position to do some good things and you have a decent block rating, like some of the stuff should be blocked. I'm not saying all the time, but just animation, like forcing and putting you in animations when you're not even trying to be in animation, you're just trying to like rotate or do something. It's just kind of ridiculous. But as you can see, I'm right here. I basically blocked the ball, as you can see, and he still got the dunk. He still got the dunk, you know? So it is what it is. So that's just some of the problems that I have with animations. But a quick topic I want to touch on is rebounding. Rebounding is still weird. Again, I feel like it's another thing that they just quite simply can't like make up and game plan for. You know, they're animators. They can't do anything, you know, the creators, you know, the people who make the game. But rebounding is just still off, because you can have a dominant center who has high rebounding and box out, and even still, you know what I'm saying? And even still, like, little guards can get rebounds and run in. And I'm not talking about long boards, like boards that is just coming from a three, so it just comes out. I understand that as a basketball player. But I'm talking about in the paint, I'm boxing them out, and the ball's just going past me, even though I have rebound chaser and box out beast and just different shit. It just doesn't make sense to me. But again, maybe some of that is elements of basketball, and I'm just forgetting that because I don't just go to 21 every day like I used to when I was younger now. Now I kind of play more 2K than I do hoop, when I used to hoop every day. So I can kind of admit maybe some of my bias to that. Look at that. Tell me that's not 3 seconds, guys. And that comes into rebounding too. Like, how is he sitting in the paint, holding the ball, and we going to go right to it? How is he doing that? So watch when he catches the ball. This is when he's in the paint right here. He's in the paint. The 3 second counter should already start. He's in the paint. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted 4 seconds. Tell me I'm wrong. And this is the kind of, like, it's weird. Like, you can get a D3 quicker, especially in rec, than you can get a O3. And I feel like you only get O3s is if you're stationary. You don't get them if you enter the paint right away. I just feel like that's weird. But that's me getting off topic. But just the rebounding and some of the quirks in the game kind of are annoying, but it is what it is. You know, I just wish rebounding was better. You know, you get rewarded for boxing out or having better rebounding attributes, you know, and technique than other players. But it is what it is. You know, they still use magnetization, you know, when you're boxing out. It's dumb, you know, so it is what it is. But my next topic is VC. Honestly, I don't think VC is ever gonna go down. I don't think VC is ever gonna go down. I thought that was a fast break, so that's why I stopped. I thought they were gonna score, but how do you fuck up a 3-on-2? I don't know. But I think VC is always gonna be expensive. Like, that's just the way it is. It's always gonna be expensive. It's always gonna be that way. You know, it's always gonna be expensive. You know, this is a game. We live in America where they don't care about us and paying for the product. It's always going to be for profit, you know, and that's why I don't know how you guys afford it. Maybe you guys are rich, you know. When you guys talk shit to me, maybe I'm going to start to believe y'all, because I don't know how you guys are making 2, 3, 4 builds, bro. At least to me, that's like $500, $600 in VC builds and rep and all that. And I like 2K, don't get me wrong. I like basketball, but I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm making one build. I'm sticking to it. That's it. Just VC is way too much. Like I said, I don't buy VC. I bought it in the beginning when I first needed it to make my build, and a little bit afterwards because you needed to kind of upgrade and do some things. But after my build was a 99, I stopped buying VC. I played a little My Career, and I do some events, and I do some of the, My Career stuff in the city, and that's how I stack it. I just save it, and usually, maybe I'm at a disadvantage, I just buy shooting boost. That's it. I buy shooting boost. I don't buy Gatorade. I don't buy none of that stuff. I'm never going to do it. And maybe I'm at a disadvantage, sure. But I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to buy VC after like the first 3 weeks of the game, the first month. It's a scam. It's a ripoff. But I understand they have a business. They want to make money. And if the majority of the community who don't think like me, they can afford it, they do feel like VC is, affordable for them and they do it. I mean, as a company, if they see the percentages and the graphs and they say, hey, people are buying VC at the current price and we don't have to lower it, why wouldn't they lower it, So that's where I just understand how business works. We can understand something that's overpriced, but if they're still paying for it, hey, there's really not a lot we can really do about that, right? So VC, yes, it's expensive, probably the most expensive it's ever been, but your boy hasn't spent a penny since the game started. I don't buy gear. I don't buy shoes. I don't buy anything. All the free, when you do events, I wear all the free event shit. Everything. When you get shoe deals, I'm wearing the shoe deals from my shoe deal with Jordan right now. I didn't buy these. I wear all the free stuff. I don't buy anything. I think the only thing I bought that was super cheap was like the B shorts. The B shorts was like 3,000 VC, and it was like black and red. I'll buy some cheap stuff. Some stuff that's not going to hurt me with VC in the long run, but no, VC is way too much money for me to be doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. Hell no. So 2K Sports, I know you hearing me, and but it's a ripoff, but I understand the business model. I really do. So hold on real quick. So let's talk about builds, right? Builds. Take some time, get you a drink, because this is going to be a little bit more specific, real quick. As you can see, I'm going off. I'm going crazy. And this is my 6'8 build. 3-level score. Pretty much can do everything except pass and steal, because I didn't want to be cheesy. I didn't want no extra wingspan. I'm not here to do all that. I don't even feel right making cheesy builds, bruh. I want to come out here and be versatile, and that's it. But builds, right? I don't really have a problem with builds really too often. I don't really see too many left to righters. The fades are annoying, but I don't see anything that's really crazy. I really don't. And that was my fault with that dumbass pass. I hate that, but I don't got high pass accuracy, so what did I expect? But I don't see any crazy builds. I know there's a bunch of people like, oh, he running a 6'9", but you can beat a 6'9" build, especially if they're not skilled. You could beat slashing, overpowering builds if you know how to play and you got a good team. You could beat center builds. Like every build in this game, which I do love, is beatable. There's some players, shout out to y'all, that's learned how to fade, right? You mastered, Mini Magician and, Circus 3s, and I understand that. It's not bad because people do fade in real life, you know what I'm saying? But it's not impossible to defend. There was at a certain point to where in 2K22 and 21, you couldn't defend fades, bro. It was just damn near impossible, but you could defend it in this game. So I don't have a problem with the way nobody's made their builds. Whether you made a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, you made some long arm slashing, lunatic ass build, or center who can shoot threes and rebound. Like every build to a certain extent is beatable. Now, if you made some comp ass lineup and it's just hella tough and you got a double lock, a lock center, and a left to right point guard, hey, there's always going to be those weirdos who play like that and do shit like that. We get it. But most of the time, I don't really run into nothing that's like, oh shit, I just can't do nothing. This build is crazy. Like, no, I really don't. I really don't. And that's just my truth. You could tell me, or not my truth. That's just the truth of my experience. I don't want to say that. That's weird. That's some Twitter shit. But it's just been my experience, you know. Like I haven't ran into builds I felt like I couldn't defend, guard, or do nothing with, you know, unless I'm playing center and I'm guarding like some crazy ass post scorer. But again, I haven't ran into a post scorer that just does 50 post hooks and I just can't defend it. Like I haven't ran into that. So again, I don't have a problem with this year's build system. Is it limiting? Yeah, but I think it's good because people are always trying to make a demigod or always trying to cheat. And I think 2K said had enough. You either be well balanced and you don't have everything, or you be a specialist in one area and you can't do anything, which I feel like is smart. It's fair. I understand that. So, you know, nothing on the build category with me. And then events, or I would say excitement. Does this game get me excited? Do I wake up in the morning, man, I want to play 2K23, or when events come out, am I like, man? I would say yes and no, because I like the 2K League event, you know, that they just had, and you know the Halloween event that you can get like, you know, some free stuff, and you know some of the old events that they're bringing back like Dime Time and some of the other stuff. Cool. Now, is it just the excitement of that? I would say it's due to my age, not because they're not trying. You know, I'm much older than I was when I first started playing 2K. Just being real, being honest. You know, I'm not a kid, you know, anymore. You know, shout out to all my youngins who listen to me, or just kids playing video games in 2K and get a good joy out of this game. But, you know, like, it's a certain level of like, oh, I want to try it out and see it. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. But am I just like, oh man, you know, this event, you know, I'm just like I used to when I was younger, especially with 2K20, man, you know, those events used to go up with me. Like, especially what's that that gold event with like the pyramids and stuff? I just can't think of it right now, but that was like used to be my favorite event with like the gold and stuff, and it was like pyramids and like Egypt and stuff like that. I just can't think of it, but that was like my favorite event. But other than that, like, I feel like the excitement of the game is kind of like, it's not horrible, but it's not like something crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bored, but I'm not like thrilled. You know, but that's not bad, because with 2K22, I can admit that game was just flat out boring. There was just really nothing to it. It was just really boring. And with 21, everybody know I didn't play 21, both current and next gen. That was, again, 2K's worst games, or both of those games at the same time. Current and next gen were their worst games ever released, and that's that. But excitement, I don't think it's there, because I think they're still trying to figure out the engine and how to make a good basketball game, and then they'll do more. But other than that, like, I'm not bored of this game, if that makes sense. I still enjoy waking up playing it every now and again. Like, I like the game. Now, will I get COD or God of War or some other games? I will in the future. I'll try those out. But I'm a sports guy at heart. I love 2K. I will never play Madden. I played it before. It's just, that's clearly like an arcade game. It's cheesy. Doesn't really emulate football. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So I would never play Madden. I don't like Madden. Last time I played Madden was back in 06. You know, when it used to be fun and cool. But like now, this new shit is crazy. Like, hell no. But yeah, that's really it. And then also, you know, my last topic, my last thoughts, my final thoughts on 2K. And really, I want to answer the question, is 2K really dead? I mean, let's stop the cap. I'm going to answer it twofold. I think it's dead for content creators, you know, that came up on it. Because if you just base all of your content, even, let's say you started off in 2K, like the beginning, you know, like, I'm going to use one of my creators, or everybody knows, like AMP. They all started off playing 2K, right? From like, I'm going to just say, I don't know, but like 2K11, like they started making content on 2K since then. And that's just all they did. They never branched out. They never tried nothing else. I would say it's dead to you, because all you want to do is base your content and your life on the game. And you don't get no enjoyment out of it, because you're not playing it for fun anymore. Now it's kind of like your job, or how you get views, or how you are a YouTuber. When really, from that period of like 7 or 8 years, you should have branched off and done something different. Will I forever be a 2K YouTuber? No. Once I become affiliated and become subbed, I got so much planned for you guys. You know, I want to do I'm never going to do pranks. Maybe sometimes here and there, but like, I'm never going to do any crazy pranks, or like, oh, no. and I'm never gonna really show my relationship or nothing like that. That's stupid. But you know, I'm gonna do some fun things. Maybe I'll do some hot chip challenges. Maybe I'll do some questionnaires. You know, maybe I'll play some scary games with you guys on live on Twitch, and you know, as I grow. But will 2K always be the main thing for this audience? I'm just letting you guys know, get prepared. No, because after I get subbed and meet 1,000 and get over that, I want to expand. I want to show you guys different sides of me. That doesn't mean that Trey won't play 2K. You know, Knicks won't play 2K. Hell no. I'm going to definitely play 2K. And I'm going to still enjoy it as I get older. It's just not going to always be the main thing forever. Now, yes, it is. You know, all you guys sub to me because of 2K, and I'm super grateful. But be prepared for me to play some Five Nights at Freddy's or some God of War, some Call of Duty. And it's going to be fun. Be prepared for me to play some Resident Evil, you know, but the remaining second part of that question is 2K dead. No, it's not, and it never will be. The game is too big, it's too worldwide, it's too large, you know, like, and the game is not based on content creation, you know, like, there's people who play the game and they don't even watch 2K on YouTube at all, you know. Excuse me, but you know, they don't even watch, like, oh, damn. But, they don't even watch, like, you know what I'm saying, as I green bean this 3. They don't even watch 2K on YouTube. Maybe they just, like, play it, they go to work or enjoy it, or they have a family, and they just play it and then, you know, go to their family. You know what I'm saying? But 2K isn't dead. Like I said, I think it's a two-part thing. I think 2K is dead for certain content creators because they base all their content creation off of 2K instead of expanding their channel and expanding their views. And they, years ago, they stopped playing 2K for fun, which that's what made them famous. Like, you play 2K for fun, now you're just forcing content, and they're just calling hella timeouts because obviously they're fighting. But people stopped playing 2K for fun instead of, you know, enjoying it, and it became their job. And how are you going to enjoy something that's not fun anymore? Another green bean. Again, if y'all want the jump shot video, if y'all want a true one, and me in the lab, me in the Gatorade facility showing you guys from end to end on how to shoot, I got it for y'all, bro. Y'all see what I'm doing. But that's just my thought. 2K is not dead. It never will be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it dies for a generation or for old heads or whatever, or for young kids who used to be able to cheese. Who knows? But they're making record profits. They're making hella money as I bust that 3 in that dude's face. Pause. But, you know, like, it's never going to go away. We got to get out of the habit of, and I say that it's for Americans. Like, we got to get out of the habit of when things aren't fun for me, if I don't like it, it's dead. It's like when somebody, you know, and I'm going to just make him an example. Oh, man, going to McDonald's is dead, man. Who eats at McDonald's anymore? A lot of people eat at McDonald's. Just maybe not you. Maybe there was a certain era of life where you went to McDonald's a lot. But just because you don't go doesn't mean it's still not a successful ran business and not a successful thing that they do. You know, so that's just where, you know, people get this hive mindset, like I said, in America, and think because they stop doing it, everybody else does. No, it's not the consensus. Now, if there's a real drop-off and the company starts to display that, then we all know, like, hey, like, they're really hurting. But 2K is not hurting like that. Like, let's just be real, bro. You know, so other than that, 2K isn't dead. Like, we got to stop saying that stupid shit. And my final thoughts on the game, honestly, if I had to rate this game now, it's a 7 out of 10. You know, it's not knocking my socks off, but it's definitely a good game. It's not boring. It could use a little bit more, like, you know, like bang for my buck and some more excitement here and there. But, you know, it's not bad. I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's one of the better 2Ks for the last 4 years, you know. So it is what it is, you know. But just wanted to make a video, guys, for you guys and for the community of what I think the state of 2K is. You see I'm going crazy, you know what I'm saying, and having a good time in the rec. And that's one of the good things about this 2K. I feel like I can enjoy a rec now and play and not run into cheesers or cheaters or left to right or crazy ass builds. Only time I really hate the rec is when they play zone. I hate the rec when dudes play zone. Like, you're trying too hard, bro. Like, chill out. You know, but other than that, this is your boy, Knicks up next. You about to see me level up and go up. You know, 2K is a good game. Let's not cap. Is it some annoying things? I'm with you guys, and you've been here since my channel started. When 2K does some stupid shit, I'ma call it out. But this game was good. I don't got no complaints over it. I'm not gonna say it's trash just to say it's trash, but it's a good game. 7 out of 10. I don't know why I can't say that. Let me know what your rating is, what your thoughts is, and I'm out.